Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well today. I'm doing something that I've done before but not for a while, and that is participate in the hashtag Junkie Envelopes open collaboration sponsored by Aaliyah at Aaliyah DePena and Lolly at Scrappy Lolly Paper Company. I'll put their links below, and it is like I said, an open collaboration for the month. Now I'm doing April, so I am a little bit behind, but they don't put up their videos until the second week of the month. So I wanted to go ahead and do one, but they haven't done May's yet, so I went back to look at April. And the reason I said I went back was because they have prompts. Now you don't have to follow the prompts, they will tell you that, and it's really all about using envelope, the scrappy envelopes, the envelopes that we get in the mail. So that being said, I was inspired by Natasha from Treasure Books to do a project, and I'm working on a journal right now, and I don't want to show it yet because it's not, I want it to get to a point where it's a little further along than it is, and then I'll share it with you and we'll decorate it together. So I'm just kind of like building the base, and then I'll show that to you. But so I thought maybe I'd make some of these things for that journal. And don't worry about not seeing how I make the journal. I was inspired by someone else and I'll link theirs. There's no reason to keep reinventing the wheel. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to be making, this one is painty, it has painty paper, or it's a brush off from when I was doing some jelly printing. And I'm going to make some little window, you'll see, I don't know what to call them, but anyway, you'll see what I'm talking about. They're for journals, or I'm going to use these for journals. So this one, I want it to be 3.5 inches wide, which is here. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it from this side. Now it has to be 3.5 because of the project I'm using it for. So it's going to require me to do a little bit of gluing, but that's okay. And actually the gluing won't be on the side, it will be on the bottom. So see here, I've got the prints from the envelope. I want to cut those off. So I need to go to 5 inches tall. So this one, okay, I'm going like that. And that actually leaves me with this, which actually we can do another little project with that. So I'm just going to put that to the side. So this is my little, what I'm left with right here. Now, the April prompts were yellow, the color yellow, and because it was springy and everything. And because it's like spring and Easter, the other prompt was a baby animal of some kind. Now, the journal I'm working on that this is for, the baby animal part doesn't go at all, but I do have some yellow on here, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my glue on this one, and I'm going to work on another one, at least another one, maybe 2 more, but I'm going to go ahead and glue this bottom where I cut the length off, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue straight across, okay, like this. Let me get my yucky pad here, and I'll let that dry for a minute. So what I've done, by cutting it, I do have like a little pocket, okay? So that's what I have here, is a little pocket. But we're gonna do more to this, okay? So I'm just gonna put this aside so that it can dry. Now I have a regular envelope here. I mean, this is still a junkie mail. I think this is the return reply one. Now this one I want to cut a different length. This one I want 3.5. Which would be, again, here, we're only cutting off a little bit here. So this is 3.5. Well, let me see here. This one here has got this big envelope here. Well, where would 3.5 on this one be? That would cut the envelope unless, well, let me just see. If I cut this one down to pretty far, I need to leave a little bit so I can glue it shut. If I can eke out 3.5 from this one, I'd like to use this one with the bigger envelope. I mean the bigger window. So I have a tiny little bead here. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. No, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I can glue it. It doesn't make any difference. I was trying to, hold the. Okay, so 3.5 is here. Okay, We're doing it. I'm just doing it. I'm winging it, obviously, guys. I'm totally winging this here. So let's see here. So this is going to be like a tube, right? Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to do some gluing, but that's okay. And then I need it by 8. So again, I want to go ahead and cut off where this is written on there because I really don't want that. So let's just pop that off. So that's just some more gluing because I just glue. All right, so let's go ahead and put my cutter to the side and do some gluing. Now this one I want to be like this one, a pocket. So first thing I'm going to have to do on this one is I'm going to have to glue down. Let's see, which way do I want the pocket to go? I'm going to glue down this side here. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I guess it's probably better if I do it this way. And I think now, because this is such a thin little space here next to this window, it is on the acetate. Like here is the acetate is covering. But I believe this glue should be able to handle acetate. So if not, then it's no big deal. Then I will go and maybe have to later on put some washi tape to hold it closed. But I think that this poster board glue should probably do okay. So I'm going to just do that like that. Make sure I don't have glue there, and just go ahead and glue that. So now I've got this, like this side glued. So I just need the bottom glued here. So let me go ahead and do that. And then I'll have one smaller and one taller, like pouch thingy or pocket, a side, I guess you could call it like a side pocket, okay? Like that, okay? All right. Now, because I don't have the journal decorated yet, I'm not going to overly decorate these, but we need to do what's on the inside first. So I'm just going to put these aside and let them dry. So what I have here is a stack of coffee dyed paper, and I'm going to go ahead and try to make some little booklets with this paper here. Let's use this little paper here for the little guy here. And I think that it's going to be just slightly smaller than the 3.5 by 5 that I cut this. We're going to have to go a little bit smaller than that. And I'm wondering, do I mind if it goes sideways? If I write on it, or if I go this way, how wide would it be? It's not going to be wide enough that way. So I'm going to have to go sideways if I use the lined paper. But hold on a second. Let's see. What if I used this paper? This is coffee dyed paper, but this is actually coffee dyed paper that was yellow, or like a beigey color to begin with. I think I'm going to do this one instead. So let me think here. I need 5 3.5 by 5. So this is 11, so I should be able to get 2 of these out of here. So let's see, 11 is 5.5. Let me just go with 5 here. No, I'm going to back it up. I'm going to go with 4 3/4 because I told you it had to be a little bit smaller. And your measurements, of course, are going to be different. And don't get bogged down by the measurements. I just want you to see what I'm doing here, what I'm making. Okay, so I've got 2 of these, and then it's 3.5 this way. So I'm going to have to cut it. But I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller than 3.5 because that was the size of the envelope. So again, I'm just going to cut it a little bit smaller. And look, I'm making scraps. Yay. Who doesn't love more scraps, right? Oh my gosh. The struggle is real. We never get rid of all those scraps, right? So 3.5, I backed it. What did I do? How big did I make this? I want them the same. I did it to here. I did it to 3 1/4. Okay, here. Okay. So let me show you with this one, and then we'll go ahead and do the other one too. So what I wanted to do was to make just a little booklet to put in my window envelope. Okay, now my measurement is totally off. It's too tall, but that's not a problem. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it down a little bit. It's only copy paper. You know, if you're going to use layers of cardstock or something, then, you know, you might. Okay, so like that. See, it's just going to go in there like that. So this is going to be a little booklet. So I'm going to go ahead and staple this. I think I have to just reach under my desk real quick to get my long reach stapler. Let's see if I can't just staple this real quick. Let's see here. And like I said, I'll do a little decoration, but not a whole lot because I don't know how the journal's going to be decorated. There we go. So like this. So this little pocket here is going to hold this booklet here like this. Okay? Like that. All right. So let's go ahead and finagle our way through this other one here. Where is it? Here. So this was the 3.5 by 8. So let's see if we can take 2 pieces of paper, fold them in half together like this. And I think that this is 8.5. Is that right? Is that what copy paper is? 8.5. Yeah, but I'm going to back it up and I'm going to go to 7.5 because remember, it's glued on the top and bottom. It's not, it's cut to 8.5, so the thing can't fit in there. And then it was 3.5, and I backed that up to 3.25. And it worked for the other one, so it should work for this one too. Okay. All right, maybe I'll put these strips on the jelly plate or something. Or I'll use them for, maybe for decoration for the journal I'm making. So now I have this one, so this should fit in here. Let's see here. I got to be careful because the glue on the bottom and that one side is still wet. So I don't want to do too much, but I just want to make sure it fits. It's a tiny bit tight, tiny bit tight. So I'm just going to snip off just a tiny little bit more. Let's just do that because I don't want to strain it and I don't want it to be a pain in the butt to get it in and out. Now, you know, if you make these little booklets or whatever, you can add as many pages, you know, as you want. This isn't actually the way Natasha did it. She did it, I think, she made more like a, that wasn't a good one, but that's okay. It's a junk journal. Right, that's our excuse. Everyone says that. It's a junk journal. That's our excuse if it doesn't work out right. Okay, she did actually strips of paper and attach them at the top, so it was more like a notepad type thing. But this is what I want to do here on this, and then this will slip in here, hopefully a little better. Yeah, so cutting it short, it's slipping in a little bit better. But again, I don't want to really force it right now because it is drying still. So what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and do a little decoration, and I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Now, because it's got the windows, it's perfect. You know, you would want to put like some kind of picture, obviously, or you could put a picture in there. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't know what the journal is going to look like, but it is kind of grungy, so I'm going to go ahead and at least grunge this up. Why? I always get this, like the circles show. I know I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? Maybe this isn't wet enough. Let's see if I wet that a little bit. Is that going to help me? Oh my goodness, look at that. That made it super dark. Okay, well the book is grungy, so that'll work. It is grungy. This is going to be more out of character, this yellow. But I'll make it work. I'll make it work. I do have the spot for it in the journal, and I think for that particular spot, it will work. So I've got that grunged up. So let's go ahead and do the back. And it really doesn't bother me that this is here, but you know, if you didn't want to see that, then of course you could always cover it with a sticker or a little piece of paper or something. I'm going to do this too, because I want the back kind of to look like the front. Because where these are going, they're going to be able to be pulled out. This is just abominable what I'm doing. I'm making this worse, but it's okay. I don't care. It's a junk journal. And I'm having fun with the journal. That's just, I've had so much to do lately. I haven't had as much time as I had wished to work on it. But it is almost to the point, like I said, where I can share it with you guys. So when I do the journal and actually decorate the journal, you know, I can decorate this all up too. But where is, here, this. I wanted to at least do a little something on here, not just say, oh, okay, I'm making this and this. I wanted to do some decoration. Now, what Natasha did on some of hers, this is actually already dry. Let's go ahead and decorate this one a little bit. I've got this pouch with all this ephemera in it. And there's probably 1,000 pieces of ephemera, and you're never going to believe what I did. Yep, I dropped it all. I picked it up by accident from this end, from the back end, dumped every single piece on my floor just before I made this video too. So I'm going to take out a couple pieces, but not all of them because I just put them all back. So maybe I'll make like a little clustery thing. Here's a book. It says spelling book. We can maybe put that down there. And what else do we have? I'm just kind of looking here. Here's a stack of books. That's kind of cool. We could put do a book theme because I know that there's some other pieces in here. But then again, maybe not, because I'll tell you why. I have a plan for the window. And I know I said I haven't decorated. I'm not decorating it. And I'm not, kind of. I'm not decorating what goes in it. Let's put it that way. Okay, let me see here. I'm so flustered because my car today never happened to me before. There's a little number sticker thing. I got to make sure I'm working so you can see me. I went and ran a whole bunch of errands and got everything. I was on schedule, get everything done, everything good. My last stop was to go to the bank. And I don't like to go to the drive-in. For some reason, our drive-in, it just is so slow. So I get out, you know, to go in the bank, and it seems to be a lot quicker. I guess because they have more tellers working in the bank, right? I'm just thinking here, that's kind of a weird color. But anyway, where is my box of stickers? Is here. So I'm going to the bank and I pull into the parking lot and I go to turn my car off, and I've got one of those cars that has the push button start and stop. It wouldn't stop. It wouldn't turn off. And I'm like, what the heck? And it was giving me some weird message, and it just would not turn off. And so I put it into gear and tried it again. No, it wouldn't turn off. So I thought, okay, I'm going to get out, close the door, lock the door with the key, the key fob, and see if it would turn off then. And I did that. Nope, it did not. It kept going and kept going. And I'm like, what is wrong with this thing? So no bank. I didn't get to go to the bank, which wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't like hugely. I'm trying to figure out which way this strip goes. I guess it goes this way. This strip has some pretty flowers on it, if you can see that. I'm working where you can see. But anyway, so I decided, no, I'm not going to do the bank because I couldn't turn my car off. I couldn't just leave it running. So I decided to go to our car repair place, which is close to my house, and I took it over there, and I get it in their parking lot, and don't you know it stops, right? When I went to push the button, it stopped, because that's just always the way it's going to be, right? Oh, look, here's a little teddy bear. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to do a baby animal, but he is really cute. He's really cute. See, I wanted to put something like in this window here, but what I could do is actually, and I said I wasn't going to do this, and here I am doing it, put him on the booklet so that you can see him through the window. Let's see. So anyway, so I get it to the car place and it stops. And I'm like, oh, are you kidding? Now they're going to think I'm an idiot, right? Because I'm telling them my car won't stop, and it did. You know, it stopped. Okay, but he needs something behind him still, because that's kind of boring just to have him sitting there. So anyway, I took it in and I told them what the error message was and blah, blah, blah. And this had happened to my husband's car. We both have Chevys of the same, his is a 19, mine's an 18. And he had problems where we had to take his car in because it didn't, there's something in the, I don't know, in the gear shift or something, a chip or something that is supposed to receive the message when it shifted gears, and his went wrong, and his wouldn't turn off either. So we're thinking, oh great, you know, we got this same problem going on with mine. But I had to leave the car. I called my husband. He came to get me, and I had to leave the car with them all day because, you know, it wasn't scheduled and they were really busy. I think I'm going to have to cut this a little bit more. It's still struggling to get in and out, and I don't want that. But anyway, so I left it with them, and then, you know, because I didn't have an appointment, I just want to make sure I don't cut too close to the staple. Because I didn't have an appointment, you know, I was like last on their list, so I had to wait like all day to hear from them. And then they finally just called me not too long ago and told me that they ran the computer, whatever. The guy, you know, started it, stopped it, drove around, started it, stopped it, and of course it worked fine, because doesn't that always happen? But he did hook it up to the machine, and the error he was getting, I don't want that. The other side has an eggplant on it, and I don't want that, so I'm taking that off. Anyway, the error message he got was that it was the key fob. It was not recognizing the key, the remote key, you know, the key thing. Well, I can understand why you need a key fob to start a car, but I wouldn't think you would need one to stop a car, but apparently you do. So we're thinking, according to them, all it is, now I'm laying this little piece of paper with butterflies on it too. I'm thinking, you know, that's all it is. We need to just change the battery and the key fob. But I said to my husband, I thought we just did this recently. But now, you know, looking back on it, I'm thinking, you know, there have been times lately that it's not been responding as well as it should. Like when I try to get in, or when I try to, you know, after you lock it and then you hit it again, it sets the alarm. Like not having that happen so easily. So let's use him, but he's got that really white edge. You know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can't cut that off a little bit. So we're hoping, I'm hoping that that's all it is, because if that's all it is, then that's not a big deal. But if it really keeps on, I'm going to have to take it to the Chevy dealer and see if it's the same problem that my husband had with his car, that he actually had to have like a chip or something. And you know, oh my gosh, just the thought of that. But he had his problem happen, you know, post-COVID. So, and they were able to get the chip. So it's not like, you know, I'll never get the chip because there's no chips left and blah, blah, blah. It's not like that. So at least I hope not. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and get this little guy inked up. Now, I know when they said baby animal, they were thinking more probably like chickies and ducks and what do you have in the spring? Well, I have butterflies on there, and that's springy, right? So, okay, so let's do that. Now, because I cut him, I bet he's going to be super hard to get the backing off. Oh, no, maybe not. Can I do this? Can I do this? Come on. Ugh, don't fight with it. This has just been, you know, one of these days anyway. So, my car's out front. We're going to put a new battery in the fob, and hopefully everything will be good. Okay, so where's the envelope? Here it is. Oh, I have to glue here. I've got a problem here. That's just where the envelope, you know, when they make them, sometimes they, or no, that would be where it was glued shut when they mailed it. Or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I fixed it. So let's see this little guy now in here. Oh, good. Look, he fits well in there. So now I've got this little booklet, just a little booklet, and this will all be decorated up. We'll probably maybe do this together. Probably, maybe. What is that, Helen? So we'll probably do that. Okay, so he's in there. Now I still wanted to decorate the front a little bit. Oh, here's a piece of paper that looks like a stack of papers with a paper clip on it. Maybe we could use that. And there's butterflies there. I really wanted to use more butterflies too. Oh, but wait, I have these ones here that I can use. But you know what? I don't like this bumpy thing. I know I'm going to cut the butterfly's little wing a little bit off, but I don't like that bumpy thing on there. I think it's supposed to be a tag, and I don't want it to be a tag. Okay, so I've got this spelling book thing. I was going to put that on, right? And then we got this paper. What if I just do like this and use these butterflies? Because I could use these, but I have to whiten that up or ink that up a little bit. But I could just do it like this. Just a little cluster, maybe like that. Something like that. Is that good to do it like that? What do you think? Is that gonna work? I think so. I think so. Let's go with it. Let's make an executive decision here. All right, we're gonna glue this on. But anyway, so, you know, when you got a day, I mean, literally today, it's like everything, well, you wouldn't know from me dilly-dallying around here, but it's one of those days where like almost every minute counts because I got a lot to do. But that's the day your car's going to act up, if it's going to act up, right? Either it's the day that your car's going to act up or your kid's going to get sick. Now, my kid is 26 and doesn't live at home, so that doesn't affect me too much. But I don't want him to be sick. But you know how it is. When you got a lot to do, that's when everything's going to go wrong. But that's okay. I figure I'll get done what I'm supposed to get done. That's like that. You can't see what the book says, but that's okay. You can still see it's like a composition book. And then we've got these little guys. Do I want them there or here? Let's put them there. These ones I'm just using the glue stick because these are like printed paper. These were some little ephemeras that I got from Yozo. No, I think I got these from Etsy, from an Etsy shop. But, you know, they're the Japanese or Chinese paper or whatever. All right. So here's the front of this one right here. So we're only going to do the front on this one. There's the back. Let's go ahead and grab the other little one and see what I see. I said I wasn't going to decorate them, and here I am decorating them. Now this one, though, I think because I know where this is going in my book, so in my journal, so I know what I need for this one is going to be like some flowers coming. What I want, not anything behind the window, but what Natasha did, she had some flowers like stickers over the window. So that's what I want to do too. Hold on a second. I've got some more flowers. Now I've got this pretty. This is pretty. If I put it here, like right in the window, you could see it. It's a iris. Let's see what else I got. That's another iris. These are cotton. Cotton, no. Or I've got the roses. And see, there is some pinky red in there. Which one? The roses. The roses actually show up a little better. Maybe we'll use the roses. The iris is pretty and the iris is very springy. But maybe we'll I think I'm going to use this here for this. So on this one, I think all I'm going to do, I need my, excuse my reach, I need my pokey tool to get these. These are these acetate stickers. So I use my little picky thing to get them up because they're otherwise kind of difficult. They're washi, like washi tape stickers. And I hope it's going to stick to the little acetate window here. Let's see here. Try to get it on somewhat straight, like this. Is that straight? Straight enough. Straight enough for a junk journal, Helen. Okay, how's that? Like that, if we put that like that. That's very pretty. That's going to look nice where it is. So here's my little booklet here. What is that? Oh, I see. I was like, what is underneath that? It's just where I coffee stained it. There's a little light piece right there. So I'm going to flip this over so it's a little bit more uniform. So we have that there. Let me take a look here. I've got this other, oops, sorry. I've got this other box with some stickers in it too. And it's got some sentiments. Let's see, maybe we could put a sentiment on it too. Let's see. Choose to shine, push around it, nourish your soul. Cherish every moment. How about if we cherish every moment? Or start doing things you love. Well, all of these are nice because it really... This too shall pass. Today I should put that one on because of the kind of day I'm having. This too shall pass. Believe in yourself. Find your fire. Do your best. Oh, no. It's going to be this one. Okay. It's going to be this one. It says try new things. And it has to be this one because this journal that I'm making, that you will see soon, is new to me. And so I tried new things making it. And now I've stuck this to... Come on, this is supposed to be non-stick here. Come on. Now I probably... No, it's still sticky. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put that right here. Try new things. And look, I totally decimated the end. Doesn't matter how long. It's a junk journal. Let's go ahead and it's just shockingly white up here. Let's try to... I'm not spraying water on this one, though. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I mean, it's just the day because I know how to use ink, right? I do know how to use ink, I think. Okay. Well, one good thing about today is I have birthday cake left. So I can have some birthday cake after my dinner. And my dinner tonight is leftovers. It's leftover Indian food from when we went out for my birthday. So I don't have to cook and I have cake. Well, that just redeemed the day, didn't it? I don't have to cook and I have cake. Let's see here. Is that coming apart? Do I have to glue this? What is happening here? What is happening here? No. I think that's fine. Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to show you these little thingies here made with Junkie Pockets. And like I said, I will link Aaliyah and Lolly's channels below. You can use the hashtag Junkie Envelopes to see everyone else who's playing along. Where did my cheat sheet go? Oh, it's here. And I'm also going to put the video for Natasha from Treasure Books, where I got this idea from. It's a really good video, guys. It's 10 things to do with trashy envelopes, you know, like mail envelopes, these kind of envelopes. And they're really fun. So I'll put her video link down below because this is what inspired me. Even though I kind of went rogue on her idea, it was the inspiration for me to make these. So I'm super happy with these, I will probably do the decorating the insides of the papers with you guys, or if not, at least once I get the journal moved along a little bit more, okay? So I hope you like this video. Please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. Until my next video, I hope you all are truly blessed. Bye-bye.